here.
Okay.
Northwest Indian.
Good morning. I'd like to call the special school board meeting to order. Begin with a land acknowledgement. We would like to acknowledge that we gather on the ancestral homelands of the Coast Salish peoples, specifically Nooksack and Lummi tribes, who have lived in the Salish Sea Basin throughout the San Juan Islands and the North Cascades watershed from time immemorial. On behalf of everyone here, we want to express our deepest respect and gratitude for our Indigenous neighbors, the Nooksack and Lummi tribes, for their enduring care and protection of our shared lands and waterways. What's the allegiance now?
Allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, approval of agenda, and this is pretty simple, straightforward agenda. We get a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve the agenda is written. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. And now the board will convene into executive session to discuss the details of superintendent appointment. No action will be taken during executive session. However, we will reconvene the board meeting at the end of the executive session and take action on consideration of superintendent appointment. The executive session is estimated to last
10 minutes, 10 minutes,
10 minutes.
and we can
Is
come
that-
out.
is that
If
all
we
right
need
for
more, we'll
everyone?
come out and announce
The
that.
executive session is estimated to last about 10 minutes. So it's off pause now? Okay. Well, thank you. Resuming the open session of our school board meeting. We are coming back into our special session of the board of directors meeting, where we will consider the qualifications of the applicants, the process used, and a possible motion to select our next superintendent. We interviewed 6 semifinalists on Saturday, March 8th here in our boardroom. We then asked our search consultants to schedule finalist interviews with 3 candidates. Each of the 3 candidates were asked to spend a day in the district so we could continue to evaluate them for this important position. On Tuesday, March 11th, Tim LaGrange visited our district. On Wednesday, March 12th, Jessica Schenk visited, and yesterday, March 13th, Jeffrey Hardesty visited the district. Each day was filled with extensive engagement as the candidates met with employee groups, students, administrators, families, and community members. These gatherings provided a valuable platform for attendees to interact directly with the candidates, offering feedback that was both insightful and extensive. This feedback, collected before, during, and after each visit, was instrumental in helping our board understand the unique strengths of each candidate, along with the questions and considerations for our board to evaluate their potential for leadership of Mount Baker School District. At the end of each visit, our board met again for a final interview with each candidate. Then our board reviewed and discussed public comments and other information for each candidate. I would like to thank our students, employees, families, and community members for their authentic engagement and participation in this important process. At this time, I invite board members to talk briefly about the process if they wish to do so. And I'll start with you, Danielle.
I just wanted to comment on our community engagement. We had a lot of folks during this process give us their ideas about what they wanted to see in a superintendent, and that guided our thinking and our processing of the candidate pool that we had. I also wanted to acknowledge that our staff this week have gone above and beyond in doing the extra work and carrying the load of meeting with our candidates, letting us know the strengths that they see in them. And as you know, our kitchen staff work to provide us with wonderful meals, and there's a lot of setup and work that goes on that's above what we typically do. And I wanted to acknowledge that as well, that this has been a community-wide effort. There've been a lot of parents, and community members that have reached out to share their thoughts. And the board is, I think I can say, we're all very appreciative of that work and that dedication that everyone has brought to this process.
Yeah, I think you captured it all. We want to thank Tammy as well, though, for all of her work as well. So, just don't want to leave anyone out for put effort into and paying attention to the process. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, all of the above. And I want to thank you guys too. It's been really great working together, and we'll look forward to where we're going and look forward to what we've got going on. So thanks to everyone.
Yeah.
And Mark.
Yeah, same thing. Thank you to Northwest Leadership Group. That was great. Really helped the whole process out a lot. And then, like everybody said, the board was a great team to work with. That was enjoyable. And thank you, community, staff, students, absolutely everybody for the input. There was a lot of input, which is what we needed and was great. So thank you.
And I also, from the input standpoint, I've been involved with superintendent search for several times now, and this is by far, I think, the most and the highest quality inputs. I think our process worked well, the method that we used, but also the engagement of the community was very, very strong and very positive. I think the reading through the input, it was really on point. And I appreciate that. All of the staff members, parents, community members, and students that provided us with input. We had 3 finalists, but all 6 of the semifinalists would have made good superintendents. I feel that strongly. I think we had an excellent applicant pool. And I think one of the factors that allowed for that was the board's choice to go to use the interim superintendent. Both Phil and Nick did an exemplary job as interim superintendents, and Nick is still doing a great job for the district. And I want to thank both Phil and Nick for filling that in. And righting the ship, so to speak, getting our district back on the right trajectory so that we were the kind of place where a strong candidate would want to apply and could see that they could be successful. So all of those elements are critical to our success going forward. So, and I want to thank fellow board members. I think we had robust discussion. And I think we work well as a team. We don't always see things exactly the same way, which is important. It gives us a breadth of our vision broader than any one person. So I thank each one of you for that. So at this point, I would entertain a motion to select our next superintendent.
I move to select Jessica Shank as our next superintendent of the Mount Baker School District effective July 1st, 2025, subject to the successful negotiation of a contract and the successful completion of a comprehensive third-party background check.
Thank you. We have a motion from Director Ray to select Jessica Shank as our next superintendent of Mount Baker School District effective July 1st, 2025. Subject to successful negotiation of a contract and successful completion of a required third-party comprehensive background check. Do I have a second?
A second.
Board Member Gray has moved and actually it was Board Member Ray has moved and Board Member Gray has seconded the motion. Is there any discussion? If there's no further discussion, I will ask for a roll call vote. Please vote by responding aye, no, or abstain. And I'll go around the room, start with Director Director Jason Bloodgood,
Aye.
Director Brenna Ray,
Aye.
Director Ed Fox,
Aye.
Director Danielle Gray,
Aye.
and the board chair votes aye. We have 5 ayes, 0 noes, and 0 abstention. The motion carries. Any further discussions from board members?
Nope.
Well, I want to again thank each and every one of you and our staff at Mount Baker, our students, families and community members for participation in this process. And I look forward to many good years of leadership with Jessica. And I think we're off to a great start here. Thank you, everyone. Meeting's adjourned.
Good job. You know, you're a better board now than when you started this whole thing. You know when we started, do you remember?
So,
That's okay. I'm only gonna say positive things.